for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olsen set to get this one started. Off we go on a rainy one at Arrowhead. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The run here is Breece Hall. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. Brings up 2nd and 9. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
I don't need to. Let's go, Ollie! 15!
They give to Hall. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down. Give him 14 on that one. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. This time they're ready for it. Ready to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. On play action, it's Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17, and a very quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Out to his right. He's going to run it. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
got his big target. That's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From 41, here's second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
11 commas. Here we go. 11, big, stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Here down the field will fall incomplete. Ja'Tavion Sanders was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one caught, it's Chimway DK. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 14 on the pickup. First down, Baltimore.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
On 1, ready?
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chain. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jim DK. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his second TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A first down throw for Mahomes. This one complete to Campbell. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Into space at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On first and 10, Burrow. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. From 29, here's second and a yard. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15, and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Zero hit, yellow.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. That's brought in by Myers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
Gain of 3 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Give up the middle with Hall. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackle.
Yellow.
On second down, Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's got Myers on the completion. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it'll be second and goal. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw to the goal line and in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, KC. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Chimere Dike now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Here we go.
They bring the tight end in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick
A
off.
touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. Right 80, 11. Stop.
Burrow now. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Burrow. Now a short one, caught by the tight end, Johnson. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Ravens. Trader now on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yellow.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 16-yard line.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Color. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
Gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Here we go.
and 9. At the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Left side, that's Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Baltimore.
11. Gun.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Flush to his right. And, oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It looks like the Chiefs have it. And it it's a City ball.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. That's hauled in at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Baltimore. Raider now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. On play action, it's Mahomes. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
One, ready? 12, 12, 12. Here we go. Stop.
A first down throw for Burrow. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Burrow now to throw on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. He was looking for Jim DK that time. And it's going to be third down.
11. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now,
good blocking, and he's in. Jim DK. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Raider now on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're stopping in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Yellow.
They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a waste of down.
And he's out of bounds here. That's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. First and 10.
Attack! Wait! Mark the blue lane! 15.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Yellow! Wait!
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes now to throw again. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Jakobi Meyers. Touchdown, Chiefs. Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer.
Ravens 28, Chiefs 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set
Both
the
teams
kickoff.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jim Dike. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here, 11.
On first and 10, Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jermaine Pratt in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. To throw is Burrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. Room to run past the 30. Pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
And he's going to have the Ravens first down. Going to have it by 20. Huge gainer on fourth down.
Baltimore first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now, Burrow on the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and
Here we go.
quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down. Before he can even think about returning that ball.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Yellow, yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day,
and for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
On first down, Burrow. It's made right side. It's Johnson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Burrow. That one taken in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Baltimore. Trader now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. On first down, it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Miles. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, Mahomes. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break over.
11.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
11 mighty.
The 3-yard line.
Burrow working in the pistol. Forced out wide. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3. That is Odafe Owe getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. The line up at the 3-yard line again. They try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one